Hey, what's up, everyone? So if you've tried to log into Archeage at all since launch or Head Start, you've known that things have not gone according to plan. You've been stuck in a queue. There's been numerous disconnects. It has been unpleasant, to say the very least, for the majority of players. Right now, I'm currently stuck in a queue for an hour, and it's like 10 o'clock at night Pacific Standard Time on Thursday. So like an hour, and that's the patron queue where I'm supposed to have priority over the free-to-play players. They have 8 U.S. servers. They have 6 Europe servers. So shit is bad when your CEO delivers a statement, and this is what he said. So to thank everyone for going into the launch. They said they've had overwhelming, success in the downloads. A bunch of new players they weren't expecting, which is insanely stupid. And they've been saying the same bullshit since, you know, closed beta 1, when they had 2 servers, the same servers that they had for closed beta 1, and then they released closed beta 2 actually, and they use the same 2 servers, and they're like, oh yeah, 2 servers will be fine, when they released another additional like 100 or 200,000 invites to closed beta 2. So then they're like, oh shit, there's a lot of people queuing. All right, we'll get them in. So they added more servers. I believe they added 1 U.S. server at that time, or 2, and then Europe got, I believe, 1. So then they doubled their size right there in closed beta 2, and they still didn't learn, because in closed beta 3 they released another 300 or 400,000 extra keys to get into closed beta 3, and then people actually bought more founders packs as well. So they didn't even actually release more servers, and then until they're, oh shit, there's more people that are logging in. All right, we better release more servers. So then they slowly worked their way up to 6 servers, and they're like, okay, yeah, this is cool. 6 servers. They're all like pretty much full in closed beta 3 and 4, and yeah, we're gonna open up more servers in open beta. Yeah, we're gonna open up more servers at launch. Yeah, we're gonna open up more servers at open beta. Of course, we have more servers at open beta. That's what they said during the live streams. You can actually go back and watch them, and then they go through the whole closed beta 4, the big announcement happens, and they have open beta with freaking 6 servers, and they lied about opening up more servers right there. They have all this crazy queue traffic. Open beta is very, very big. They, chalk it up to people just being excited and whatnot. A lot of people don't even play that much in open beta because they're not trying to get burned out. The launch is a week later. So there are still some queues in open beta at peak times, and okay, that was fine. But they didn't release any new servers. They should have made a new set of servers in open beta like they said. And what comes down to is that their server capacity wasn't at optimal. They actually had to learn how to increase their server capacity from like the Korean people. The techs helped them learn how to increase the capacity, and then they also didn't have the freaking hardware. So in this case, so many entirely new people showed up that we opened not just all of our launch hardware on the first day, but the overflow hardware soon after as well. Since Head Start, we've experienced both the number of servers and capacity of all servers steadily. We will let you know that this both on the forums and on Twitter, Archeage, whenever this occurs, when they make new servers. So this is all fancy words of saying is they don't have any more fucking servers. They don't have the hardware because they're a cheap-ass company that they didn't plan on having, 2 million players play their game when they had 1 million players signed up for, beta invites. They didn't plan on 2 million plus players playing their game and logging on when they had over 100,000, founder pack purchases sold. They didn't plan on having, this amount of players when they could constantly see all the hype everywhere on Twitch and YouTube and their forums. and the constant influx of new players. They didn't plan on this game being successful. They planned on this game being a failure. They planned on being a tiny, 6-server population that can hold, a million players, when they already sold probably 500,000 of Archeum founder packs. I mean, just so stupid. How the people that you sold the founder packs, you didn't expect them to come into the game? Like, are you just stupid? I mean, they paid $50 to $100, and you don't expect them to play? What the fuck is wrong with you, Trion? Like, what is seriously fucking wrong with you? So then they're all PR spin. Great, thanks, that's super. What are you doing? Yeah, that's the nice way of saying you fucking suck. What are you going to do about it? Where's our compensation? Where's our time? Where's our benefits? Most founders and Head Start people didn't even get their Head Start because they couldn't log in because of the queues. They didn't get their founder perks. A lot of them don't even have patron status, even though they paid $150 for it. So what they're doing about it now, we're getting more hardware. Yay! It's in the mail. So yay! We're going to set it up as soon as possible. Yay! Oh, by the way, Europe, the mail to Europe takes like 3 days, 4 days. Sorry, Europe, you can't get new servers for 3 or 4 days. Yay! We're sorry, but we're working on it. Yay! Then the other thing they're going to do is they're going to make the AFK kicker a lot more potent. So, of course, the AFK kicker is 45 minutes right now. It does a pretty damn good job of kicking out players. If you are running around in circles with your mount, you are going to get kicks. That does, even if you are putting like pennies or something on your keyboard to AFK and run in circles, that does not trick the timer, so you will get kicked. But now they are actually going to kick you a lot quicker because they don't want you to AFK idle. So they're going to make the AFK kicker quicker, which is good. Because, yeah, if you aren't, actually playing the game and enjoying the game, you should be getting the fuck out of there so other players can enjoy the game rather than sit in a freaking 2-hour queue. So that is a good thing. But they should be doing that already. I mean, 45, like, they didn't think. You have online regen labor. The forums have told you a bajillion times that patron status should give you the same offline and online regen labor, because with its setup right now, being online, you get double the amount of labor points that you do getting offline. You get 10 versus 5 for being offline. So why not leave your computer online and try and, get around the system? And there's also like a glitch right now. There's a way to stay logged in pretty much permanently that they haven't fixed, and all you have to do is sit at the character selection screen and you can bypass the AFK kicker, no problem. And someone gave that to them freaking 3 days ago or so on the forums, told Scapes, hey, check this out, fix it. And now they're just now starting to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna eventually fix that, because that that may be an issue. Like, really get on the ball there. Like 3 days ago, the person reported it and told you that you can be AFK forever at the character creation screen, and that holds up the servers like 3 freaking days ago. Do something about it. Don't just be like, yeah, You actually get your labor too by being at the character creation screen. So if you are logged in there, you're going to get your 10 labor points. So there's no reason not to do that. I mean, it's so stupid. If we got 10 labor points while offline, it'd be perfectly fine. Then they go into saying, the PR spin again, communication is critical during launches. We've been very, very, very communication friendly with you guys. We've been tweeting, we've been posting. They've done a little bit, we'll say that. The CEO here is like, oh yeah, I've tweeted more than anything. Well, when you tweet 2 times in other game launches, yeah, you've definitely tweeted a lot more this time because you've tweeted 5 freaking times. You've even lied too, you CEO bastard. You freaking said you were going to give us a poll of how many land was available in the servers, because you're like, oh yeah, you guys are just blowing it out of proportion. There's land available. Last time you guys said there was no land available. There were still freaking 60% land available. But no, we did a survey and found out there were still, 60% available. You guys said it was all completely full. So instead of actually giving us the hard numbers on how much land is available in the server so players can have an estimate of which server to go to if they want land, and a lot of players do want land, they still just, oh yeah, we're going to give it to you on Monday. We'll give you those information on Monday. Yeah, we don't need more servers. There's plenty of land out there. They just blew that off. Monday rolls around, nothing happens. Monday in the afternoon, they actually release more servers because, well, I guess those invisible polls that you did actually showed that there wasn't much land left on the initial 6 servers. So you opened up a new server, and you decided not to show the poll just because you didn't want to be an asshole and say you were lying to the people about, oh yeah, there's lots of land. Stop crying. I mean, really, seriously? Here, I'll come and pull up your actual tweet about that. And if someone can show me where he posted results, because I've been searching the web, I've asked players for it. I asked him specifically for it, and he has no response. So let's see here. So here it is, Mr. Scott Hatsman, Mr. CEO, Mr. Big Shot here, saying that you would give us some input on the land. And let's see, we still have not heard anything. His response, by Monday, I mean as soon as possible. So, possibly earlier than Monday. The issue is human bandwidth versus other priority issues across networks, patrons, yada yada yada. Still more bullshit. And there has nothing been done about it. No results, no nothing from Mr. Scott Hatsman. So, take what he says with a huge grain of salt because he is a lying, cheating CEO scumbag that will say what you want to hear just so he can take your money. Yeah, so I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. And yeah, there's your proof for pudding. So right now it's already the 18th. He posted that on the 13th, and he was supposed to give us the results on the 15th or earlier, and we are still waiting for results. And what they ended up doing, like I said, was they actually ended up releasing more servers because they're like, oops, my bad. Our servers are full. You aren't lying when you say there is no land because there freaking was no land, and they didn't want to release the results to piss off the players that are on those servers and be like, oh, you wanted to be a landowner? You wanted to own a farm? You wanted to own a house? Well, I'm sorry, your server's at 80% capacity or 90% capacity for 16 by 16 farms and houses. The only houses you can own are the mansions and the giant-ass houses that are going to take you a month. And even those will be taken up soon by all the other people. So, yeah, sorry, you can't really own houses. They didn't want to say that because that's a big selling point of the game. That's going to piss off a lot of the players. They wanted you to think that there's still land out there, but really there isn't. The PvP zones are filling up. You can't find land anywhere. Good luck in the first 6 servers. The 7th and 8th server on the US servers is probably filling up by now. It's been out for a few days. But if you do want to actually play, if you do want to actually have land and enjoy the game, at a reasonable pace and not be sucked into this craziness of, the queue stupidity, just wait for these new servers. They're going to be on a new auction house cluster unless they really screw that up as well. They said they're going to be 4 auction houses per server cluster, or 4 servers per auction house cluster. So we already have 2 right now. We have 8 servers. So the next servers they release, they should be releasing 4 more servers. And if they release them all at once, that's the best ideal situation. But they're going to probably go the slow and stupid route of releasing 1 or 2 at a time and then letting them fill up and then, releasing 1 or 2 more. And be like, oh, that didn't really do much. We're sorry. Here's another 1 server. Maybe that 1 server will help you. They need to release 4 servers at once. They need to lock the old servers so that people can't go to those servers. And that's what they need to do. Then anyone that's playing and starting will be able to go to the new servers. It will suck for the old players, that have friends that want to play with them, but that's what they'll have to do. They have to get the transfers out rolling as soon as possible, the server transfers, and then that can remedy the situation there by allowing free server transfers. They have to do that. If they don't do that, they are a piece of shit company, completely just money grabbing you, because this is their fault that you can't log in and play with your friends because there's a 5,000 queue wait list. This is their fault. This is not the player's fault that they couldn't wait, 3 hours to play on the same server as their friend, and then if they do get in, they get disconnected and then dropped, and then they have to wait another 3 hours to get back in. Sure, they have a little grace period of 5 to 10 minutes. That was implemented recently, which is great. But I'm not saying it works all the time. I mean, there's been times that I got in and I get disconnected, and then I'm back in a freaking 2,000 person wait line. It doesn't work all the time. No matter what they say, you will get screwed. And they also had a character glitch where you log in and none of your characters actually be showing. And then if you select back server, you're now stuck into a 2,000 queue waitlist. It puts you back at the end of the waitlist, and there's nothing you can do about it because it says to create a new character. When you go in to create a new character, you can't pick any names because all the names are taken up because it's a big error. It's a big glitch because your characters are there, but it's a visual glitch where you can't see them or you can't select them. And like I said, selecting, select back server or select different server will put you back at the end of the list. There's no answer to that, no fix to that. So if you get that, you royally screwed, and I've had that happen to me, as have many others. So leave your thoughts there down below. Yeah, they definitely need a huge compensation package once they fix all this, and that's something that they left out of. Oh yeah, we're gonna make things right for you guys, because a lot of people pay a lot of money for these, Archeum and Founder packages, and they haven't got to play. It's just not right, and Trion is facing a lot of harsh criticism, a lot of, chargebacks and refund demands, and I'm sure they're going to get a lot of it. I mean, someone said they called PayPal, and PayPal knew right away, oh yeah, we're dealing with Trion Worlds. We're having a lot of these. So yeah, if you are having complaints, make your voice be heard. I know there's a poll and petitions and crap going on for lawsuit action possibly, and then like tons of negative reviews. So let your voice be heard. Use your power. Let them know that they have to make this right and stop lying to us, the players.